Cheers!
Welcome to Movie Bitches, episode 290. So tonight we're reviewing Irish Wish.
Leave me breathless.
It's in the Roger of School of Movies.
It is a Roger.
It is a Roger.
The Irish Wish.
Yeah, the Irish Wish.
Ah, the rural juror.
The Lindsay Lohan Netflix piece of shit. But first things first, shout out to our Patreon supporters. $5 a month gets you ad-free early access. $10 gets you access to our viewing parties. We didn't do one for this, and you know what? You're welcome, because I would say go ahead and skip
I
it.
don't think anyone should be subjected to this mind-numbing, mind-wiping experience.
Yeah, I had someone who was like, they were like, oh, I have to do some work, I have to like do these drawings and stuff. Maybe I'll just put on like a movie in the background. And I was like, oh, you could put Irish Wish, but I don't think you really should. It's not good enough.
It's not good enough. It's not good enough to not pay attention to while you do something else in the background.
Right? Ironically, I feel like I would rather watch the Terry Hatcher Christmas movie instead of this.
Yeah.
You know? But anyway, second thing second, make sure to subscribe, share, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Letterboxd. I would give this a 2.
Wow.
1.5.
Not complete?
Incomplete. No, it was a movie, but
was it?
a 1. You're right.
It's a 1.
It's a
What are
1.
we doing? It's a 1 or a half at most.
Can you do just half?
Yeah, you can do half. That's what I gave La La Land.
Great.
And I believe that's what you gave Haunted Mansion.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, no. I was going to get Baskin Robbins. And, oh, my God. She loved tater tots. What? Anyway.
She said she was gonna go get some tater tots. She liked the tater tots. Apparently, she stopped off to get some ice cream, a little Baskin Robbins. She got into an accident, and about 20 minutes later, she was gone.
So, like, I know that American Fiction is, award-winning and really it's great and all of that and blah, 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 blah. But in the first 5 minutes, the product placement, I was like, whoa!
Jesus Christ. You know, I don't even really believe in race.
And it just, I couldn't.
I don't remember.
Oh my God.
Dunkachino?
Don't mind if I do.
What's my name? Dunkachino! It's a whole new game. Dunkachino!
Oh, like it completely destroyed the movie for me for a little while. Like I was just like, oh, I'm, capitalism.
I love Snapple.
It was I was like, with no irony.
Come on, Jack, we're not doing that. We're not compromising the integrity of the show to sell.
Wow, this is Diet Snapple?
I know, it tastes just like regular Snapple, doesn't it?
You should try pomegranate. It's amazing.
I only date guys who drink Snapple.
Look, we all love Snapple. Lord knows I do, but focus here.
So anyway.
Irish Wish.
That's right, Irish Wish.
So here's my thing. I don't think this is going to be a very long review because, like we said, it is garbage.
It's not even garbage. It's a shell. It's a shell.
Yes.
There's no content.
No.
Nothing exists. It was, I mean, there's that Vulture article that was like, AI wrote this harbinger of doom that's about, consumerism and whatever. And I was like, I mean, yes. I feel like
a little bit. I mean, the Vulture article was fun to read.
It was fun to read.
Here's the thing. Okay, obviously, I think it is dismissive because there is clearly some human being who did write parts of this movie. I would not be surprised if they did use AI to help flesh out a lot of the details.
It seemed like maybe the writer wrote an outline and then put it into ChatGPT.
Bakery called. The wedding cake we ordered is too tall for the delivery truck.
No.
Could you get a smaller cake?
Very good.
I like your thinking, Madeline.
Well done, dear.
Finally, someone with some sense.
I mean, it did very much feel like they took every Hallmark movie and just said, here, make me a movie about Ireland and wishes and romance, and we'll put Lindsay Lohan in it.
I don't think Lindsay Lohan was part of the ChatGPT description.
No. Here's what happened there. So I worked for this production company.
Great.
Back in the day. They did Beverly Hills Chihuahua 2. They did...
2.
I think they did both.
Okay.
They was Beverly Hills Chihuahua really took off and gave him a bunch of money that he was like, great, now I'm going to produce a bunch of basically C-list movies.
Right.
And just have a slate of that. And he's been doing all of the fucking Christmas movies, right? for Netflix. Most of those are all MPCA. The fucking baby royal baby
Princes,
the Princess Switch. I think all of those are them.
It's interesting because they're all empty. And even I would like so much prefer the Hallmark movies, where at least it seems like someone cares.
Yeah.
Someone cared.
These are lazy and it just checks boxes.
And they're upfront about their like Christian moral values.
Wow, right.
Like they're just like, it's a Hallmark movie.
Yep.
They're, you know, this is
Christmas and Jesus and family.
That's what it's about. And so I'm like, okay, I accept this.
Sure.
But when it's like Netflix, Lindsay Lohan, I'm like, something's got to be going on.
Right.
Something.
No.
Nothing is happening. Nothing happened.
Yeah. And I think that's for me, the really frustrating disconnect. When I hear, oh, there's a Netflix original movie starring Lindsay Lohan and it's a rom-com, I'm like, sign me the fuck up.
Yeah.
We'll watch butt in seat.
Yeah. But
And then
that was it.
They're like, haha, gotcha.
Yeah.
We took literally no effort to make this movie.
It was a gotcha.
It was a gotcha. And that's how I felt with her Christmas one too. I was like, well, Christmas? Like, yes.
Yeah,
And then it was like, no, this is garbage. Like this one was as garbagey to me as that movie.
Oh, yeah.
And I hated that movie. I was like, this is a waste of her. And I'm sad for her that she's gotten stuck doing these movies.
I mean, I'm happy that she seems to be in a better place. I'm happy that she seems to be healthy. You know, when she was like...
No, I know.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
If this is her springboard to better things, okay, but let's not get stuck here.
But what about... Yeah, see, but I think she might be. I'm thinking about now, the cast of Mean Girls. We now have 2 actresses that are just stuck in, like, Christmas
Lacey
movie
Chabert
legend.
was... I mean, she didn't really rise above
It was Mean Girls, then Christmas movies.
You know, so...
But yeah. But like when you look at Freaky Friday or Parent Trap, I mean, I guess Freaky Friday is a little bit better of an example where it's like magical realism.
Well, this is just Freaky Friday, but like, you know, like a wish.
Yeah.
Oh, my wish went wrong.
My
What
wish
happened?
went wrong, and now
There
I
was
have to figure out how to reverse the wish.
You wish to have the curse reversed.
It was no fun.
Nope.
I don't believe that this movie knows what the country of Ireland is.
No. Certainly none of any of the actors.
None of the actors are Irish.
Wish to want something that cannot or probably will not happen. But what if it does?
None of the actors attempt Irish accents.
Well, no, they did.
Who?
It started off and it was like, welcome to Ireland.
Well, that one...
My name's Tony Riley.
Well, that was like...
I'm dead.
Welcome to Ireland. My name's Tony Riley. I'm dead.
Welcome to Ireland.
Thank you.
It was like a voiceover, though. Who was that? Was that Bridget?
I don't know.
Was that a wish you were making?
Was that the...
No, it was a man. It was literally, I was like, is this Christopher Walken saying, welcome to Ireland?
Who was it?
I don't know.
Because it never came back.
I don't know if it did.
Was it? Wait, are you telling me right here that Paul... We kept saying his whole name.
Oh, yeah, Paul...
Paul Kennedy. Paul Kennedy. Paul Kennedy.
Paul Kennedy.
Paul Kennedy.
Paul Kennedy.
Paul Kennedy. Paul Kennedy.
Paul Kennedy.
Paul Kennedy.
Paul Kennedy.
Paul Kennedy. Paul Kennedy.
That's right.
Kennedy.
That Paul Kennedy was doing
he was
an
trying to do an
Irish
Irish-
accent?
I think so. I think
Is
he
that
was.
what you're telling me on this
It wasn't
day?
very good.
He's Irish.
Yes.
Does he have a sexy accent?
I haven't noticed.
I would be nowhere without this amazing woman and brilliant writer in her own right, my book editor, Madeline Kelly.
Oh, I just thought he was like...
He's no Deborah Messing.
English or something.
He's no red heifer.
Heifer?
Oh, but you bring him here to look me over like I was a red heifer?
To look me over?
To look me over.
Yeah, you know, because I was thinking, you know, Irish wish, okay, great, we're going to have some terrible Irish accents.
Sure.
There's going to be leprechauns. Like, we're just going to lean in. It's going to be garbage.
Right.
But it was boring garbage. What a waste of Jane Seymour.
Yep.
Who agreed to appear on FaceTime.
Oh, and then
with
the
no one
poor
else.
thing, she had to like fake fall in an airport, and I was like, what are we doing?
That was her stunt woman.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
How much you paying me?
No. I really actually now want to just watch like a bunch of the Ireland episodes of Murder, She Wrote.
Sure.
More
sure.
fun.
Yeah.
More Ireland.
Oh, Jess. It loses a little something in the translation. Thank you, dear. You see, you're already a great help to a poor, lovelorn copper. Good night, Jess. Good night.
know. I honestly can't remember what happened. The movie kept wiping. I would space out.
Yep.
Things would happen, and I wasn't confused because nothing happens, but I was just like, I don't know what just occurred.
Right.
I'm not sure. Is there scenes missing, or have I spaced out?
Well, it was all pretty boring, and I think the biggest issue for me these days, and we'll talk about this more in some other reviews, where are the characters? Where's the character development? Who the fuck are these people, and why the fuck are they doing anything?
Her two blank slate friends.
Blank slates.
Hi! This is so exciting.
We are so proud of you.
Thank you for coming. Oh, where's the scarf I gave you to wear?
I think it's somewhere in Brooklyn by now.
How'd that happen?
Freak accident.
You got anything going on? Nope, we're just friends with Lindsay Lohan. I mean, like in the movie, like I don't think they're actually friends with her. Like just like it wasn't like a stunt casting. Like they're my friends. Let's go.
No.
But I'm just saying what did they have going on? What was happening?
One of them was just, I'm this friend and now I'm in love with him, and we cut to they're getting married.
Yeah.
The other one was literally just, I'm a friend and I'm here to support you.
And I'm horny for
The
Paul
obviously
Kennedy's
gay
gay
brother.
Oh, how about we make an apple pie for Corey? Maybe he likes a girl that can bake.
Just having a bit of fun. I'm Corey, the brother.
Hi.
Come on, everyone's inside.
Then I think later on they did reveal his gay friend.
His gay friend with an earring who was clearly gay.
No, you're not getting out of this one. Corey's making the rules.
All right.
And I was like, oh great, so they're lovers.
The movie was
Are we
like,
gonna have them fuck?
The movie was like incapable of even. It was so weird. It's like ChatGPT doesn't understand what sexuality is.
Sure.
So it was just like vaguely like, you know, there's a gay best friend, right?
Sure.
But it couldn't express that in a way where you were like, ah, he is gay. It was just like, I feel like he's homosexual. I believe that's what they're telling me, but it wasn't telling me that.
No, well, it was in no absolute term, but it was just ambiguously gay duo.
They were like, no, but that's
that's actually a joke.
It was. They were literally the ambiguous. I mean, I was like, huh?
Wow.
That was awful.
This looks like fun.
Heather, Emma, come meet my mate Finn. Yeah.
Hi, I'm also Paul's groomsman.
But also I think the real big problem for me with this, and many movies of late, is that like nothing happens, like you said, and they're like it's just these so many scenes that are useless.
Logic leaps.
And they're just like, and then now here's this scene, and they would go on forever, and I'm like, why are we still on this shot? No one fucking cares. I don't need to see this anymore, but here we're gonna spend precious screen time on nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing happens, and it's like, you could have told a story. Tell me about people. Have emotional rises and falls so that I actually care if they get together or not. Because in the end, I was like, I don't give a fuck if they all just disappeared and it was all just an imagination of the fucking leprechaun. I don't care.
Paul Kennedy is a garbage person.
Yes, but also he's a dud of an actor.
Oh, everyone's a dud except Lindsay, who's kind of a dud in this, but like everyone's a full dud.
Yep.
Milk dud. Like, no.
Sweetheart, can you pick up the pace a little?
Oh, I'm trying.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'll just hop back on. Yeah.
I don't know. You kind of look like a liability on that thing.
Oh no, I'll just push it and trot along next to you.
Well, I was kind of hoping to get some cardio in, babe.
He's a garbage person. He's the villain from start to finish.
Yeah.
I don't see a problem with guys using Botox.
Right? I mean, I don't need it now, but maybe in the future.
Right, it's just so basic and stupid.
The app, like watching that scene where she wishes she was marrying him.
Mm-hmm. And you're like, why? He's awful.
He's a garbage person.
I wrote out vows. I emailed them to you.
Wait, you wrote my wedding vows?
Maddie, I am a writer.
Am I gonna get co-writing credit?
Madeline, that's not how it works. I get the sole credit. You edit the story, and my name sells the books. That's why we're a perfect team.
And it's so obvious too that it's like, oh, and then he's probably using her or something. And
But
like,
that would be interesting that was the conclusion she came to. Like, I kept waiting for the moment where it was like, oh, and then we finally kissed, and it like broke the spell, and I was like, oh, he's a garbage person, and we have no chemistry.
Yeah.
But the movie was also not willing to examine that. She wakes up in the morning, you know, with she has slept in a satin robe. I had questions. That's just not a thing. You like fall asleep in a satin robe, go to bed in the robe, and slipping around.
I guess
the satin robe.
Sure.
There was just a lot of things where I was like, what?
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, but because we couldn't see her boobs, that was why.
Gotcha.
Like we weren't allowed to. We were not allowed to gaze upon her beautiful tatas. Not allowed, because everything is Mormon collar. Everything is up to here. So she wakes up. There's a shower going.
Right.
She's all like, oh my God.
I can't look at you, Paul.
The lack of like the disinterest I felt in him.
Paul! Ah, Maddie, you're up. Can you hand me a towel?
That's supposed to be.
Ooh.
Oh, Paul, what you hiding in there?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Adam?
Mary?
No, but you can't be him because he's not. I mean.
What, he's not what?
Not like that.
You know, ooh, and she's supposed to be like, oh! And it was just like.
Yeah.
Cold.
Yeah.
I have a really important question.
Okay, great.
And then maybe we can move on?
Maybe, yeah.
Because I don't remember anything else about this. Oh, two things.
Okay, great.
Photographer man.
Sure.
Why was he taking the bus if he had a car?
No, he didn't have a car yet.
Did he rent that car?
He got given the car by the bar guy.
Oh.
The bar guy was like, oh, and you can borrow my jalopy or whatever, you know?
He said that?
Yeah.
Wow, I don't.
He gave him a key, and he's like, you can't give me your car. And he's like, it's fine. It's just sitting there, you know.
Use my old Triumph while you're here. No. I can't take your car. And look, you can trade me with one of your fancy photographs, and I'll hang it up in the pub.
I have no memory of that scene occurring.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is why.
That's
but
what we're
I still was
with.
like, why is he? It was like a tour bus. It said tours. It said tour bus on it.
What?
And I was like, why is she just hopping on a tour bus? She didn't pay a fare.
No, she was like, can you take me to this private residence? And he was
he's
like,
yeah, sure, I can take you
And
there.
then
I'm like,
she
that's
never
not how that
paid
works.
anything.
No.
Also, why did she take a hardback copy of a book that she edited to the wedding of the man who wrote said book, and she's already read said book?
It's a good question. I do not know.
No, so it could fall out of her bag, and he could be like, that Paul Kennedy's a garbage person. And the audience is like, yeah, I know. And she's like, what? Okay, the only thing I thought was funny.
Okay, great.
And maybe a cheeky wink.
Yeah.
Fine. That'll be the last you see of me, because after this job is over, I'm off to Bolivia to photograph an endangered tree lizard.
When do you leave?
Sunday.
I'm leaving. I have to go be a photographer, man.
I have to go build houses for all of those elephants.
I have to go take pictures of the endangered lizard, blah, 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 in Bolivia. And I was like, ah! And that was the only part I left it. But I don't know if it was
You're just gonna leave? Build houses for
all
of those elephants?
You're just gonna take off for Thailand to build houses for all of those elephants without even saying goodbye to me after everything that we talked about?
Because that's what I mean. It was like all archetypes. It was like, she's nerd. It's woman who likes books and wears glasses and has no self-esteem and is clumsy.
Yep.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry.
And man who is adventuring nature photographer saving endangered species.
Yep.
So you're a nature photographer, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if I could get your advice on something.
All right.
I'm doing some research on the Bolivian tree lizard. They're endangered, you know.
Like, I think, again, if I mean, this movie is stupid and who cares? But
Like,
if we
wouldn't
were
it
to
have been
fix
so
it,
fun
you
if-
start off
Yeah.
and it's them collaborating on editing the book together.
Yeah.
They seem to have a little bit of like a banter and a repertoire, and you're like,
But
okay.
he's kind of like stealing her ideas in that way that men do, where they like, you say an idea and then they like repeat the idea back to you 5 minutes later, and you're like, and then it's their idea, and you're like, but what? Do that.
Yeah. Yeah. So you kind of get an inkling that like, well, is he just a man or is he an asshole? Or is he both? But, you know, but like, maybe I want them together. Maybe he could be
And
fixed,
you know, assholes can be sexy.
Yes.
But he was not.
He was not.
I got more like sexual appeal from, was just rewatching Throw Mama from the Train.
Okay.
You lied to me.
Billy Crystal.
Yeah.
Full asshole in that movie.
Yes.
I was like, okay, Billy Crystal.
I just rewatched that movie. Oh, well, watched it for the first time.
When they were on that train, I was like when him and the girlfriend,
Yeah.
not when he was throwing Mama from the train. I was like, okay.
You know, every great romance or mystery has a train in it.
Yeah? Is this gonna be a great romance?
Well, could be. We have a train, we have the moon, we have compatible body parts.
Would you like to kiss me?
I don't know.
You don't know?
There's chemistry.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the phone booth.
Oh my god.
The phone booth.
It was so stupid.
Really
It's
good.
great.
Danny DeVito doesn't get enough
It's
credit.
like Hawaii, just like randomly, right?
The one that's like a seashell. Okay, so here's the rest of the story. So there's Tracy. It was so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
Like the way he uses the camera for comedy. Like
Yep.
I was like, okay, anyway, so I'm sorry.
No.
I would much rather talk about Throw Mama from the Train.
Maybe we should.
Okay, sure. I'm into
I mean,
it.
not right now.
Oh, I would be so into doing a Danny DeVito.
I love your work.
Danny DeVito, I love your work.
Yes.
Hey, get out of here.
Oh my God, Danny DeVito, I love your work.
So, Mean Girls, Lindsay Lohan, Irish Wish.
Yes.
Can we?
We don't have to. I mean, right. So, okay.
There's plenty of ways to fix it, and
Yeah.
they didn't bother.
Another example, though, of like what really didn't work for me. They're at dinner, rehearsal dinner.
When she takes her wedding dress folded not in a bag out of her suitcase.
Well, sure, that was so weird.
And there's a wedding dress in my suitcase.
Yeah.
No, when rehearsal dinner, and they're like, oh, okay, now we're gonna play a game. Who knows their fiance better? And we're all just gonna drink. And if you get it wrong, you drink. And if you get it right, you drink. So we're just gonna get you wasted.
I was confused about the gay brother's motivations in that scene. Also, his questions were.
I like that you said gay brothers, like you said gay veterans.
Gay veterans?
The gay brother. Well, that's supposed to be newlywed game. A question you might not know the answer to.
Sure.
Not where did you propose?
Or like a bridal shower game.
Yeah.
Not like a rehearsal dinner. Let me stir the pot with potential.
Well, he's the gay
hot
brother.
button. Well,
He wanted some
drama. But anyway, so they take this all, and then like the thing is supposed to be that, oh well, she doesn't remember because it was a wish, and so she doesn't actually know how they got proposed or how they proposed or whatever.
So she has no memory of them fucking ever.
No, and I'm like,
she should, you know, in a better movie, it would have been like, oh, I finally get to like see what it's like to ride Paul Kennedy.
Sure.
Paul Kennedy. Paul Kennedy. Paul Kennedy. Paul Kennedy.
Paul Kennedy.
Paul Kennedy.
Paul Kennedy.
Paul Kennedy.
Paul Kennedy.
Paul Kennedy.
Paul Kennedy.
Paul Kennedy.
Paul Kennedy. Paul Kennedy.
That's right.
But it never happens.
Well,
they don't even kiss.
It's kind of like
they don't even kiss. And the one kiss that does happen with Photographer Man,
right,
is like rewound, like wished away.
Oh yeah, that's true. But then it almost seemed like he remembered because he was like, oh well, I got here and then I fell in love with this woman who then disappeared.
I didn't. I was again. I spaced out for long portions.
The wish logic was too much. You know what I mean?
And not enough.
And not enough. But I would say this movie was garbage and not really worth taking the time to watch, even though it's only an hour and 42 minutes.
Yeah, no. I don't remember large portions of it.
Well, there you go. I mean, that's the Netflix way, right? I feel like so much of the content on Netflix is just designed to be in the background while you're doing laundry.
Yeah.
And I'm like, sure, but maybe give me a real movie. If you're gonna pay for Lindsay Lohan and like bill it and market it, like that's an exciting thing. I want a good movie.
Yeah. No,
Take
I think
the time
they probably
to
spent
make
more
that
money
movie
on the
good.
marketing than on the film.
Or more time and money.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Irish wish. Irish wish. I'm not hearing it. Genocide.
Genocide. Genocide. I'm not hearing it, Liz.
You're just gonna take off for Thailand, build houses for all of those elephants without even saying goodbye to me after everything that we talked about?